I'm going to surprise you guys and go live early today. How about that? We're going to do a shocker. We're going to go on live early today because I have a meeting tonight. So if I go on early, then I don't have to worry about it because I feel bad I didn't go on last night thinking that it wouldn't matter. And then it did. Because I won't be here tonight. How are you guys doing? Hi, Natalie. I'm going to surprise everybody and come on early. Going to be different today. There I am. So we are going to paste. We're going to do some chalking. And this transfer is called Way Maker. It says, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness, my God, that is who you are, Way Maker. Isn't that pretty? Hey, Pam. So I've seen this done, put on a bag and embroidered, and I've seen it put on, inked on a bag, but I'm going to do it on, this is a pretty cutting board from, hi Kathy, or Carly, hi Carly. This is from the wood shop. It was 10 bucks, $9.99, but you know, they always run those 40% off. Let me get my comments over here so I can see what the heck. See what the heck. So I'm gonna do it on this. And you know what, I didn't even grab any ribbon. Probably will put some kind of a ribbon up here, but that might just have to happen another day. I have a day of, it's been a day. I had to go to a class. We have a lunch. My class has a luncheon once a month. And there's just several of us girls that meet for lunch. And the place ran really slow today. It was slow to get us our orders. It was slow to get us our meals. So, and I have to drive 30 miles. And so I came home and I have to go back tonight, the same 30 miles, to a meeting about my reunion tonight. This year I will have been out of school 50 years. I remember when my mom had her 50th class reunion and I thought, holy gajibas, you're old. Let me tell you, it sneaks up on you quick. And we have a class of 350 people, but we've lost over 50. 50 of them have died. 50, like 54 or something. 52 or 54 have died. So I'm going to put this on this board. I think I'm going to put it down because I probably am going to put a bow on it. And when I do, you guys, I'll take a picture of it and I'll post it so you can see what it looks like. Probably be a, it'll probably be a messy bow. I don't think hi Tanya, I don't think a bow would probably look that good on there. I feel like there's something right there. But what? I don't see anything. I'm gonna see if my tweezers are in here. And I think they're over here on my table. Let me grab my tweezers. That's how I get the little stuff off. Sometimes there's stuff on your, now I don't see it. There it is. So anyway, yeah, so I got to go back tonight to a meeting at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to have to leave here around 5:30. And you know, we get kind of chatty. When it's your class reunion, you're working on your class reunion, you get kind of chatty. So this one is called Way Maker. So first of all, I want to show you these. So I have this transfer. I'm going to grab this transfer real quick. You guys, it's the Charlie Brown series, the Peanut series. And Couture has partnered with Peanuts, and they have exclusive transfers for us. And I took, and if anybody wants to buy this, these are $16, this one is. See all the Peanuts characters? So they're all on little, you can cut them up, and there's Charlie Brown, Linus, Snoopy, Lucy, oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? The little girl. Peppermint Patty, Schroeder, Woodstock. That little girl. Who's that little girl right there? I can't think of her name. That's not Lucy. Because isn't Lucy this one? Grouchy Since Forever. I think I want to put that on a shirt. So I have two of each of these. So I can sell one of these. And then this is Positive Vibes, and it's the whole Snoopy crew. And that's gonna go on the back of a flannel probably. I have some already bleached and in my basement ready to roll. So I took those small Snoopy, the small Snoopy transfers, and I made them, or Peanuts transfers, and made them into ornaments. So here is Snoopy. So he's on a white disc. I painted that white, and then I chalked him in black. And then see, they get a ring around them. So I will paint that a color. It'll be primary colors, probably yellow, red, blue, that type of thing. And here's Woodstock. And then they will get ribbon on them. And so then here is Schroeder. And I've started painting them. So, and I will paint these. And then I will go back over them with my chalk transfer and put the black back on it. So I don't really have to worry about going over the faces. So I have Linus. You guys, I cannot think of who that little girl is. Who's that little girl? Because this is Lucy. And then Charlie Brown and Peppermint Patty. So they all have these little rings that go over them. So you can order these little blanks, and you can make your own ornaments with your, how are you, Tana? Where are you from? I'm usually not on in the morning. I'm usually on at 8 o'clock Central Time, but I have a meeting tonight, and I don't know what time I'll get home, and it's kind of been a crazy day, you guys. So I think when I get home, I'm probably going to drop. So we're going to do a project this afternoon. Marcy, is that right? I'm at a loss. I'm seriously at a loss. So I'm going to grab my detail tools, or I think this is called my detail tool. So I can't think of what those are called. They have the small end though, that's squeegee. Maybe that is Marcy. I know Snoopy and Peanuts and Woodstock, but Peppermint Patty, I always liked her. But the rest of them, I can't even tell you. That's awful. So I've got my pace out, and don't have a shocker. Hi, Keffany. How are you, sweetie? I said don't have a heart attack, but I actually checked them to make sure that they're in good shape. Usually I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, this one's hard, that one's hard. No good, no good, no good. If you don't use your pace and you don't keep track of them, they can get kind of poopy. Nobody likes poopy paste. So those are my Charlie Brown or my Peanuts ornaments, and I sell those kits. You can buy those ornaments, and they're $1.50 a piece, blank. So you can, and if you want the transfer, it's $16 plus shipping, or you can order it on my website, which is chalkcouture.com/SWeddingfeld. And I can put that up in the description. So that, and if you do want to order, oh, it's beautiful here too. We are 74 degrees or some crazy thing. Drippy nose though, night and day, drippy nose. So the only one that was poopy was my Academia, which is a paste of the month. And I had to grab a new one because there's one little spot on here that I want to be that color. Wouldn't you know? I'm just going to line these babies up and we'll let her rip. So like I said, you guys, this is that looks like drip. Like, is it my nose drip? Could that have happened? I'm sure it's possible. I told my husband, I feel like my allergies never went away. I'm good, Caffeine. I'm grateful for every day that I wake up. And I'm not lying. Every day. Every day. Okay. So the outside is going to be done in vanilla. And the word Waymaker is going to be in vanilla and the little birds. But this is going to be in colonial blue. Or maybe I should do that one. Let me look at Ocean Mist. Maybe that should be a little bit lighter blue. We'll see how this one looks. Because if it's crappy, I don't want to do it. It's kind of thick. Let's see if I can get it quickly. And I'm in no hurry. It's 4:20 and I won't leave here till, for me it's 4:20 Central Time. I won't leave here till 5:30. I don't need to be there till 6. I think this probably is the color that I want for clouds, don't you think? Maybe. Like, see, I tell you, when you use your paste, you should go around the outside, scrape up scrape that thick stuff that's on the outside and get it out of your container. I'm going to grab that and throw that away. And now I have to wipe the paste off of my fingers. Let her rip, potato chip. So I don't think this one I want. I think that one's a little darker than, I always get it all over me. I am such a slop hound. There it is, getting on me again. Should just keep a ongoing wet wipe, because Lord knows I need it. Okay, so I want the sky to be a hot mess in yellows. So I have picked up this golden, what is this one called? Saffron. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put it in my sunshine rays here. And some bumblebee, which is a much lighter yellow. And then some sunny side. That's my husband calling. Hopefully that didn't screw everything up. Let me send him a message. He doesn't know I'm live because I'm never live during the day. I just tell him I'm on a live. See what he says. We'll see if he answers me back. I'm going to turn this around this way so I don't get it all into my clouds. And I'm just going to take my little squeegee here and get my little sun rays. I think it'll really show up pretty on this wood. And then I get up here, I'm going to kind of go back so I don't drag it into my... Because there's probably really no recoup on this kind of wood. Oh crap, I'm going to get that out of there. I got some yellow in my sky. Dang it. I didn't look where I was setting that. I got it in my sky, my clouds. So this, because this is, because I have mixed these colors, I'm just going to wipe it off because it's not going to be any one of these true colors after I've mixed it like that. If you have a lot of it, you can put it into something else, or if you're at a point on your pace that you're kind of at the end and you don't care, throw it in there. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody. It's all you, girly. It's all you. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up. Actually, I wish I could just... I'm going to see if I can wipe that off. In that one little spot. Even if I can get it lighter. Yeah, so we realized today that we only have about 40-some people who've replied to our message about our class reunion, and we are relying on Facebook. And I'm afraid that there are people that aren't on Facebook that are not going to see it. Or so, and this time when they come, we're going to have them give us their email addresses. So we have those. We should have done that last time. Okay, so now I'm going to go with this pretty blue, and I'm going to do this row of clouds right here. And we're going to hope that that yellow will not show there. And actually, there's a spot that could have been yellow. See, you find those things when you start chalking. You find things that you didn't even know were there. I say that when I'm painting ceramics. I'm like, well, what the heck? Here's a foot. A foot that I didn't know was there, or a finger, or an arm, or something, you know? So it happens in every craft, I think. This is called a multi-tool. See, I knew it'd come to me. This is a multi-tool, and that's because this has this hockey puck in, and that will go into our paste and get around the outer edges and clean you up like a charm. And the other end is like a squeegee, like a small squeegee, very small. So I'm going to take, I'm going to take this because it's firmer. And I'm going to go through here and scrape off the excess. And do what? Put it on a wipe, I think. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Didn't quite go right through there for some reason. It's Still didn't. That's all right. That's all right. And then you get down into this beauty. So maybe we'll try and do the, I'm probably getting all over my face. We're going to do the Way Maker. That's in vanilla. I think that's really going to show up nice. And these little birds. And then the writing on the outer edge. I did find out one of my classmates that I wondered why we couldn't get a hold of him. He's living in Italy. I'm like, what? So you just want to go around the outer edge. There's like some, there's a frame type thing, and then there's some little dots. I thought they said that we had a chance of snow this weekend, but my husband thinks I'm crazy. I keep looking at I saw my tulips are starting to come through. And I thought, oh my gosh, spring is coming. Yay. Spring is coming. So I'm just going to take, actually I'm going to get that other tool because this is even smaller yet. I just want to get this one little area right here. Ooh, I like that. And then we have to do this down here. There's a little lighthouse. Now that little section is actually it's probably dune or something like that. I just stuck my finger in that green, you guys, I swear. I'm like a constant mess. I feel like it should be, I have 2 vanillas, go figure. Geesh, I liked it so well I opened it twice. Do you guys ever do that? I don't see any dune. I thought I had dune. Huh. Or an off-white of some kind? Nope. Okay. So this top little layer is going to be academia. We're just going to really try not to get past something. Get back to my messages. Okay. Then the next layer is going to be vanilla. I think I'm gonna mix those two into the same pot. Oh, Kefany, that's okay. I think I'm gonna try and just go right along here and then once I get away from this. So there are Couture transfers. And you know what? Seriously, you could use any transfer and chalk it in black and then embroider it, or blue, or whatever you want, and then embroider it. It's cool. All right, so I'm gonna take that and get over here. I haven't embroidered in years, but I do know how to do it. Let me clean this little booger off again, because I see a spot that I missed in this color, and it's a very small spot. Right there. And then the next layer is a dark green. So I'm going to use pesto. I'm going to put it right over that and see. I probably should lift that Way Maker. Oh, you know what? It dried in my transfer. There you go. I should have lifted that, you guys. So I'll have to go back over that. Whenever you're chalking and you're taking time, you should just lift your transfer up so that, I'll show you, the paste doesn't dry in your transfer, because if it dries in your transfer and you go to pick it up, you're going to pick up the paste, and that's exactly what I did. That is exactly what happened. I should have known. I know better than that. So you can see right here, it didn't even show on here, and that's why. So I'm going to clean that transfer off, and I will lay that back down, and I'll go back over that, because the rest of it I think is pretty good. And I could clean it here with a wipe and then do it. Might just do that. I don't even know if this transfer is still available. It says 2024 on it, but that doesn't necessarily. So I'm going to lift this up. All of my white did that, dang it. My fault. My fault. That's a user error. So you can see that where I picked it up, right here I lost my words. Here they're beautiful. But down here where I left it, no dice. So I'm going to set this back here for a second. I'm going to clean my transfer really quick here. I don't have a, I do, but I don't have it right here, a board eraser, which cleans everything up really nice. So I'm just going to use a wipe. And it's going to take several probably. In the house, I would put it in my sink, and I would use, you don't remember this transfer? Yep. It actually was in the winter 2024 collection, so it came out in probably February, March or something. I don't know. No, it came out after, I don't know. That's what it says, winter. Trouble is I buy these transfers and then I don't get them done. I got my egg cartons today. I'm going to be doing some egg cartons, you guys. Some egg cartons that you can put candy in for your kids or grandkids. You guys, I'm going to grab let me grab one of my board erasers over here. It's just right here. Whoop. Or so I think. Oh, there they are. This is how they come. They're $3 and they come two in your package. They're like Mr. Clean erasers, but they're really dense, much denser than those. And they really work, you guys. It's crazy how they... Sometimes I've even wondered if they wouldn't work better than a Mr. Clean eraser like in my house, because these are really, I mean, you can very much tell that they are denser than a Mr. Clean. You want to do both sides of your transfer. That's the regular side, the front side, and this is the sticky side. I'm going to wipe that off. I really need to figure out a way to get more room on my counter here. It's not like there isn't room, it's 4 feet wide, but I've got stuff sitting on it. Need to figure out how to not have so much stuff sitting on it. It's sticky, but if you wipe it quickly with your paper towel, it won't stick. And then I just kind of hold mine up to make sure that I have the screens clean, and I do. Then I'm going to take my fuzzing cloth, and the inside is a microfiber. So I'm going to set it in there, and I'm going to massage it. Baby massage. So I can get the wetness out of it. Then I want to get the paste off of these so I can use them if I need to. And again, these clean up really easy in the kitchen. When you get them wet, they clean up very nicely. My husband must have forgot I had my meeting tonight. He was letting me know that he was going to be home late and I won't be here. So I'll have to send him back a message telling him, sorry, dude. Not gonna be here. These I'm just gonna go ahead and put in to be washed because I have so many of those. I don't need to clean that. All right, we're gonna try again. So that's my newer vanilla, it looks like. So see how that gets in and around your jar? And I think I'm gonna transfer that to this. That really cleans, that really gets into your jar the way you want it to. And I'm going to use this one, get rid of it. Yeah, I had to turn my air conditioner on in my car today. I haven't had to turn my air conditioner on for a year. Okay. We're going to bring that baby back. Now that I look at that sunshine, I feel like I should have done it just in the lighter yellows because the darker yellow, I'm like, where's my transfer? It's in here. It's playing hide and seek. Because of this wood, the darker is almost the color of the wood. So that's probably not the best choice. We'll see if I can. All right. We'll try again for that bottom part. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the bumblebee to do the yellow. I think this is going to show up better. All right. Yep, much better. Much better. Why is that doing that? I go back over it and then it peels up. It's almost like it's peeling up the paste that was there. Oh well, I'm going to go with that. That is going to be that. The ocean mist, I'm going to try a little bit of that too over here because some of the clouds didn't come through like I wanted them to. Got some yellow in my blue, but I'm gonna leave it. That's much better. Much better. All right. Just remember that you need to lift your paste when you're, if you're pasting a large area and you're taking your time, like detail, you need to lift your transfer. Your paste will dry in your transfer and you will peel up whatever paste you have down. Do what I say, not what I do. I know better than that, so I don't even know why I thought I could get by doing it, but I sure did. It's not my first rodeo, kids. Not my first rodeo. So I'm going to peel that up. Perfect. And then I'm going to lay that back down. I'm going to get my little lighthouse here. And then this little area. Not even sure. That my academia. I might just go over those two, you guys. See if I can do this without. My bottom green turned out okay, but the pesto, not so much. Now it's good. And then I'm going to do that academia. Then I think we're good. Thanks for popping on this afternoon, you guys. I appreciate it very much. Very, very much. And if you pop in on the replay, hashtag replay for me, please. I'd appreciate it. So everything worked out pretty good except for that one little spot in the sun. But you know what? I'm okay with that too. What do you think? Hi, Sheila. So this one's called Way Maker. Miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. I thought it was beautiful, and I thought it would be pretty on this board, and it worked. It worked. We just need to make sure that when you're doing it, you lift your transfer as you're going. How are you, Sheila? Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. So I will put a bow on there. I think I'll probably, this one's pretty cute. Should we just go ahead and make a bow? We can use burlap, and let's see. I'm going to cut it about 9 inches. But I'm not going to use 9 inches because I'm going to trim it back. Whoop. black right here. I got ribbon, you guys. You have no idea. I've got ribbon, ribbon, ribbon. Lord have mercy. Do I have the ribbon? Should we put, what else should we put in there? I've got some lace, and I've got some, this one's never even been opened. Usually I open them up before. I tell you, you guys, this ribbon that you can get at Sam's Club, $50 yards is nuts. And they're like $7 and something. It's crazy. This is just kind of an off-white, see-through ecru ribbon. Kind of has a little bit of a design in it. Man, that's going to really get cut down, isn't it? Let me see what this other one is. I might like it better. I have some burlap that has a little bit of gold in it. That might be kind of pretty. And then I have some kind of burlap that has a little pearl in the center. That'd be perfect for a different texture and a messy bow. I should show you guys my ribbon. You would just die. You would just die. So I've got this that has the pearl down the center, and that's kind of a different texture. And then this has a little bit of a gold. There's a little bit of a gold shimmer in that one. That one might be kind of pretty. And then we'll put some lace. You know what? Maybe we should put, instead of lace, maybe you should just do a piece of fabric. This is all browns. Maybe that, just for a different texture. Oh, you guys. Glue gun's still on from yesterday. I'm terrible. I'm not gonna lie. It's a wonder my glue guns don't just burn up. Because it's not like they ever get shut off. I'm a mess when it comes to my glue guns. I always have the greatest intentions, but I suck. I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm going to put a piece of string right down the middle. And I start with my widest piece, and these are exactly the same. So maybe I'll go with the black polka dot on the bottom. And I'm just going to kind of X them. So you kind of have a top and a bottom. And they don't have to go in like 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. I used to always do that, but I don't do that so much anymore. Because my bows have no rhyme or reason. You guys should know that by now. Even my poofy bows have no rhyme or no reason. Oh man, I'm terrible with my glue tool. I better say tool, because maybe I'll skip that fabric and I'll just put in a couple pieces of lace, and we're going to call it good. That's a plenty. Let's go, I'll turn it the other way so that the, let's see, that one should go that way, and that one should go that way. There we go. Okay, let's tie this booger up. You know, you can have 5,000 rolls of ribbon and you never have what you want. How is that? So then you just keep buying and buying and buying, and then you just don't ever have exactly what you want. It's the craziest thing. So then you guys, I take mine and I tied a knot in that one, I believe. Yeah. And if you were using jute or something, you could tie that in a bow and have it be part of your bow, but I didn't. So I'm going to dovetail these. This one, really you don't, because it's just, it just kind of falls apart if you get too nutty. Glass is so loud when you lay your scissors back down. I'm just going to angle cut this lace too. I always say, fold your ribbon like a taco and cut up. So put the seam in your scissors and cut up. And if I can't do mine that way, I always cut it the wrong way. If I try to do it any other way, I always have that little arrow down at the bottom instead of the notch. Doesn't take much to screw me up. Hey, Holly, how are you, girlie? I'm on early. We have a reunion meeting tonight. Holly's in my class, so she's going to be there. Not at the meeting, but at the reunion. I wish she was at the meeting. She'll be at the reunion. We have people that live in this town, or in the town that we went to school in, that won't come to the reunion, but she lives in Wisconsin and she'll come. And we have a girl that lives in like Washington and she'll come. And one that lives in Oregon and she'll come. But they live in Hastings and they won't come. It's the dangest thing. And don't people realize at some point, you know, one of my classmates said this, and it totally, to me, it totally rang a bell. It was so true. Life has a way of equalizing everybody. So, you know, you might have thought that so-and-so had all this and had all that, and then you realize when you grow up that it wasn't that way at all. But you don't realize that when you're a kid. You think so-and-so has, so, you know, they're rich, or they're better than you are. Well, they aren't. And I've so much come to realize that. Everybody has a mess one time or another. So, all right, guys, I'm going to glue that down because my glue gun's good and hot. My glue tool, I better watch what I say. My glue tool. So you can see in my moon or my sun right there, for some reason, it wouldn't stick. So I may take a stylus and just kind of dab it in there, or a brush and just kind of dab a little bit in there. I don't know. I shall see. Yeah, I cut mine wrong too, girly. That's what I think too, Pam. It's like we're all adults. We've all had kids or not, or we're all grandparents or not. You know, we have a couple in our class that never had kids, but it's just like, you know what? We're all adults. Let's just have fun. Nobody's better than anybody else. The people that you thought had everything didn't have everything, and the people you thought didn't have a pot to pee in were better off than you think. So it's all that. I think I might just put that big old green button right there in there. It's kind of a sagey green. I'm going to plop that right in the middle. So I hope we have hope we get some turnout. We had 350 people in our class. We were a big class. I've made every reunion too, every one of them. As a matter of fact, I've been part of helping with the reunions for the last 3 or 4 reunions. We had one at 10, we had one at 15, then we had one at 25. I don't think we had one at 20. 25, 30, maybe we had one at 20, 35, and then we were going to have one at 45, but COVID screwed that one up. All right, guys, there you go. What do you think? Isn't that board pretty though? That was in the wood pile at the Hobby Lobby. It's really a pretty board. Very easy to work on. But you can see on that sun where that spot in the middle there and the bottom just didn't quite come through. And I think I want my bow to have a little more action instead of laying flat. It's all wired, so everything should stand up except the lace and the beaded stuff. But there you go. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks, Sheila. Pop in sometime, Sheila, at nighttime. I do, oh my gosh, here's another guy. You guys, I've had the creepers. They're on my page. Like every time I turn around, they're trying to do something with my page. Yeah, that would be nice too, but we would have no contact to them to figure out how to. We've thought about inviting the class like below us and maybe the one ahead of us, or maybe 2 below us, but we didn't really know how to facilitate that, so we didn't do that. Anyway, I'm going to unplug this glue tool right now so it doesn't burn up. You guys have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you so much. If you can sprinkle me out there, do that. And if not, that's fine. I appreciate you being here. If you're on the live, you see the red live up in the corner. If not, you're on the replay, #replay. And remember, I'm usually at Monday. I usually do it 2 or 3 nights a week. If you want to be notified, if you put !notify in the comments, the chat bot will pick it up and it will send you notifications when I go live. So there you go, guys. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks. Bye.